MTB BB30 Crankset on Press Fit 30 frame installation. Tools. Press tool. Torque wrench capable of up to 55 Newton meters. 10 mm Allen key. Press Fit 30 installation. Ensure BB shell surfaces are clean and free of debris, dirt, or excess paint before bottom bracket installation. Place bearing cups into press tool, sliding it through the bottom bracket shell. Be certain that the center sleeve halves are aligned properly to avoid damage. One side of the center sleeve should easily fit over the other. Apply a light amount of retaining compound on the Press Fit 30 cups that press into shell. Using the press tool, press bearing cups into the bottom bracket shell. Tighten until the thrust faces of bearing cups are flush with the outer face of the shell. When the bottom bracket is completely installed, unscrew the headset press tool and carefully remove. Be certain that the bearing cups and tool faces are aligned and square, otherwise damage to the plastic covers and bottom bracket shell may occur. Check the bearings for rotational smoothness. If bearings feel rough, it may be an indication that the cups are not perfectly aligned in the bottom bracket shell. To correct misalignments, it may be necessary to carefully remove and reinstall the bottom bracket. BB30 MTB Crank Arm Installation. Apply a thin layer of grease on the spindle surface of the drive arm. If installing the crankset on a frame with a 68 mm bottom bracket shell, slide the 2.5 mm aluminum spacer on the spindle. Install the drive side aluminum bearing shields on the spindle with machined grooves facing inward and the flat side outward. Apply a thin layer of grease on the machined grooves of the aluminum bearing shields. Completely insert the right crank arm and spindle through the bottom bracket bearings. Install the non-drive crank arm onto the spindle. Thread the self-extracting bolt into the spindle and tighten using a torque wrench and 10 mm Allen key. Tighten the crank bolt to a torque of 38 to 41 Newton meters or 337 to 363 inch-pounds. Adjust preload nut with FSA BB30 tool, EO210 or 36 mm spanner wrench to remove any play between crankset and BB assembly and provide appropriate bearing preload. Tighten preload nut set screw with 1.5 mm Allen to secure preload nut. Press Fit 30 removal. Tools. Park Tool BBT 30.3 removal tool. Hammer. Insert and pull BBT 30.3 removal tool through PF30 cups until tool snaps behind PF30 cup inner side. Engage plastic guide into PF30 cup. Strike end of handle with a hammer to remove PF30 cup. Repeat previous step on the opposite side of bottom bracket shell to remove other BB cup.